All right, good afternoon, everyone. Court will resume with the December 12th, 2022 docket. And we're live stream. And let me see here. My first case here is going to be Matthew Lopez, CR 21-13-004D. Matthew Lopez. And I
Yes,
think
good afternoon, Your Honor. He's a jail case.
It's coming, Judge.
okay. And also CR 21-12-230D. Oh, sorry, no, I got no wrong. I read that one wrong. First one, CR 21-13-004. And the second case, CR 22-12-039B. Okay, one's an MTR and one's a regular case here. And what's the announcement again, State, on this one?
Your Honor, in CR 21-13-004D, the state is the revocation judge. The state is recommending 10 months Hidalgo County Jail judge. This defendant did fail to comply with his probation. He failed to test negative for drugs and alcohol. In the original judgment, he was ordered to have no harmful contact with the victim, Claudia Kendon, and he did pick up a subsequent assault in CR 22-12-039D. So at this time, the state is recommending 10 months in Hidalgo County Jail.
Right. And Mr. Flores?
Your Honor, I met with my client Saturday afternoon, and he is not interested in accepting a voluntary acceptance of 10 months in the county jail.
Okay.
As we indicated to the court earlier, out of the same incident where this new criminal allegation arises, he is a victim in the same incident with the same person. So both he and his alleged victim are in one case victim and then defendant in different cases. She has her case coming up in County Court 5 on the 15th this week. We're asking for a jury trial on the new assault case, and we'd ask the court to consider hearing both matters at the same time, because one, the court can just listen to and decide.
Okay. We can do a jury trial of January 30th, 9 a.m. January 30th, 9 a.m. on CR 22-12-039D. And at the same time, I think the court can also consider the MTR.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Unless they work something out.
Now, if between now and then, defendant and the state work something out, please let the court know. We'll bring you in quickly, okay?
Will do, Your Honor. We'll get together and talk about this.
All right, then nothing's going to happen today, Matthew. We have a jury trial date of January 30th. Okay, sir? You may be excused. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. You're excused. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Victoria Guerra has number 8, Michael Andrew,
Gio.
and then also number 27 and 28.
All right, 27 and
He's
28.
just gonna be asking for bond reduction.
Okay, Michael Andrew Giomle. Can you pronounce that, Miss? Ms. Guerra?
I can't, Your Honor. He's standing right there. Maybe he can help us with the pronouncement.
Michael Andrew Giomle. Okay, Giomle. All right.
Number 8.
Number 8.
27 and 28.
Okay, let me get the
Bond
cost.
reduction.
Let me get the numbers here. That'll be CR 22-09-814D, CR 22-12-404D, CR 22-12-405D. Yes, Ms. Guerra.
Your Honor, we're asking for a bond reduction. I don't have right off the tip of my hands exactly what the bonds are right now. But I believe all 3 cases need a bond reduction.
Okay. I think the first one, CR 22-09-814D, that's a $10,000 cash surety. The second one, the 12-404, 10,000 cash surety. Well, each of those cases are assault cases. Then evading detention is the third case, 5,000 cash surety.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
At this point, Judge, the state is requesting that if you will be reducing the bond on this defendant judge, that he is ordered to stay away from the victim, Judith Garcia judge, and that he does comply with being screened for domestic violence court. These 2 assaults are against the same victim, and we are working with the victim at this time.
Okay. To stay away from who now? Garcia?
Judith Garcia.
Judith Garcia.
And do what? Complete what?
And complete.
And to comply with the screening for domestic violence court.
Screening, comply. Screening. Domestic violence. Okay. All right. All right. So then for each of the assault cases, what were you looking at, Ms. Guerra?
Your Honor, we're asking for as low as possible. If we could just take some short testimony from my client regarding his ability to pay, because I don't think he has the ability to pay anything right now, but we can find out. Mr. Jimmy, can you tell the court real briefly if you have employment right now or waiting for you while you get out?
Yes, I do have stable employment waiting for me when I get out. I'm currently working at the Burger King on Poland Trading. I do have a job. That's the reason why I would like to get out. I do have stable employment. I do have my job. When I get out, they told me to come back. So there is employment there.
What is your ability right now to pay a bond? Anything? Do you have any money right now to pay a bond?
Yes, my family has it. They have about $200. That's about it.
Okay, Your Honor, that's all the questions I have.
Okay. What the court will do here is this, each of the assault cases, we can make those, let's make him 1,500 cash surety. The evading, we can do that 1,000 PR. CR 2212 405D, Michael Jomley, 1,000 PR. The other two cases, CR 2212 404D and CR 2209 814D, $1,500 cash surety each case. Okay,
It'll be reset for February 2nd, 2023 at 2 p.m.
February 2nd, February 2nd, 2023.
But if something is agreed
2
to
p.m.
upon before, just to let the court know.
Right, pre-trials are going to be for each February 2nd, 2 p.m.
Your Honor, one other thing, I would just ask Mr. Jumley for his most current phone number, because prior to his present incarceration, I was not able to get through to him.
Okay, your phone number, sir?
956-221-2005.
221-2005. Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right.
And to stay away from.
Yes, and if it does get out on each bond, we're going to put here no harmful contact or stay away
Yes, Judge. If he can
from
stay-
Judith Garcia, I think.
And to comply with the screening.
Comply with the domestic violence screening.
And,
Okay.
and Your Honor, specifically, is the order to stay away or no harmful contact?
Let me see here.
Make the statement.
State?
Judge, the state would be requesting that the defendant stay away from the victim, Judge.
Okay, they're not married?
I don't believe so.
Okay, they need to stay away then. Okay, stay away from the Judith Garcia. Okay. All right, good luck with that.
Ms. Guerra, have all three orders been e-filed?
I'll make sure that they're e-file right now.
Thank you, Ms. Guerra.
Thank you. Have a
Okay,
good
thank
day,
you all.
Your
Y'all
Honor.
may be excused. Thank you. Huh?
You
Bye-bye.
too.
All right, give me somebody else.
Mr. Cantu, he's also going to ask for bond reductions, and he has number 3, number 4,
3, 4,
number 1,
number 1.
and I believe a brand new case that came in late Friday, number 26.
Okay, Mr. Canche, is it 4 cases?
Yes, Your Honor, and we received a plea bargain from the state. So I'd just like to, if we could announce it to my client to see if he accepts it, Your Honor, then I can just go and plea him out.
We're talking about Roberto Rivera.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Roberto Rivera, CR 1914-303D, CR 2112-229D, CR 2112-230D, and CR 2212-398D. Okay, that's and Roberto Carlos Rivera. Okay. Yes, sir. Did you have a question on him, Mr. Canche?
Yes, Your Honor. I guess if we could inform him of the plea bargain, I just received it this afternoon. So that way, if he accepts it, I can go immediately after this and sign him up, Your Honor.
All right, and what was recommended?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to make sure if Mr. Rivera can hear me.
Can you hear Mr. Rivera?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your attorney's talking to you, okay?
Okay, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Rivera, the state has offered 2 years probation on both your DWIs with an $800 fine and court costs. Okay,
Yes.
and then time served on your theft cases. Are
Yes.
you willing to accept that, or do you want to reject it?
So just to be clear, it's 2 years of probation and $800 in court costs.
Yes, sir. And a mobile alcohol monitoring device for a year. And you would also have to do 3 days of Hidalgo County Jail after you plea out.
How many days?
3.
So that means I would still be here 3 more days?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, I accept, sir.
Okay. Then, Your Honor, if I'll go to the jail this afternoon, Your Honor, to go sign him up. And then I guess if we can just set him up for a plea.
Yeah, we'll call Mr. Concha's office with a new date. It'll either be Wednesday or Thursday.
It'll be Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll call you, okay, Mr. Concha?
Okay, yes, Your Honor. Then I'll go sign him up.
Okay,
So Mr. Canche,
Yes, sir.
so upon after those 3 days, I'll be released?
Yes, sir.
no. Well, what's gonna happen is during your probation period of 2 years, that's what it is, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, anytime during those 2 years, you choose 3 days and in the county jail, and that'll do it.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I just wanted to be understood that, okay, so after these 3 days and accepting the plea, I'll be released from county jail and then I can do the whole 3 days?
Yes,
sir.
yes, afterwards,
Yes.
correct.
Okay, yes, sir, I accept.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you then. We'll call you Wednesday or Thursday. We'll let you know, okay?
All right. Thank
Yes,
you,
Your
Your Honor.
Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Thank you.
That one, this one. What else?
Okay, we have Mr. Joe Bravo.
Mr. Bravo.
Mr. Bravo, we can do the first one is Ruben Gonzalez,
Ruben Gonzalez.
number 6.
Here's another one over here, right? I don't know.
Ruben Gonzalez.
I
Yes, he also has number 14,
Number 6 and 14.
6 and 14.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Bravo, you have Ruben Gonzalez. It's an MTR, and then how many pleas?
One plea, Your Honor.
How many?
1.
One plea. All right, then that'll be number 14.
Number 14.
I have 6 and 14. 6 is the MTR, and my 14 is the plea.
Is he speaking?
Does he need interpreting, Mr. Bravo?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, can you hear me? Okay,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Bravo. Good afternoon, Mr. Bravo. No, Mr. Gonzalez. You have 2 cases. One is a motion to revoke, and one is going to be a plea. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me do the plea here. The plea is CR 22-11-640 Ruben Gonzalez, criminal trespass, class A misdemeanor. It carries a. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may put your hand down. Your case is a class A misdemeanor. It carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those 2 rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
So, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendation after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Honor, state offers plea documents and office reports to State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures of State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment of State's Exhibit 4. State also requests a defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, Your Honor.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged. And a recommendation state?
In CR 22-11-640D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 33 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 33 days.
33 for 33, all right. Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs because of the time in jail. Therefore, it'll be a time served case. Now, Mr. Gonzalez, let's go to the other one here. The motion to revoke CR 21-13-756D, State versus Ruben Gonzalez. This is a revocation proceeding whereby the Adult Probation Office and DA's office are both alleging that you violated your probation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, you understand that if the court does find that you did violate your probation, that the court may sentence you to the full amount of punishment that was probated back then when you pled guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. With respect to the conditions that you allegedly violated, has your attorney explained to you what are the conditions of probation that you violated?
Yes, sir.
And you understand them all pretty well?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what is your plea, sir? True or not true that you at least violated one of those conditions?
True.
And are you pleading true freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Our state offers waiver of rights, consent to stipulation of evidence, and plea of true to state's motion to revoke post-conviction community supervision as state's exhibit 1. State also requests the defendant stipulate that he is the same defendant who was previously placed on probation.
No objection, Your Honor, so agreed to stipulate.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the finding of this court that Ruben Gonzalez did violate probation in CR 21-13-756D. Recommendation, state.
In CR 21-13-756D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 86 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 86 days.
All right, because of the time in jail, 86 days in jail, credit for 86. Court will hereby waive the fine and court costs, time served. All right, time served again. Okay, sir, that'll do it. Thank you very much. Your excuse.
Excuse me, sir, Your Honor. That was for my probation and the criminal trespassing register,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Yes, it was.
Okay, yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bravo also has Jesus Castillo Jr.
Jesus Castillo Jr.
He has number 7.
7. Uh-huh. And anything else, Mr.? Oh, yeah. No.
Yes, and number 23
7
and
and 20,
24.
7, 23, and
I believe
24.
number 7 is a NTR
Yes.
and the other 2 are regular.
All right. Is okay, Mr. Bravo. On Jesus Castillo Jr., it'll be 2 cases and then 1 MTR?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So he's going to plead to the 2 cases and then 1 MTR?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And state, none of them are going to be dismissed?
No, Judge, they'll all be time served.
All right, Mr. Castillo, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may put your hand down. You got two cases here where you're going to plead on this one's CR 22-12-380, CR 22-12-381D, both of them state of Texas versus Jesus Castillo. The first case, evading Class A misdemeanor. The second one, Class B misdemeanor. On the Class A, the potential penalty can be up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. On the Class B, the penalty can be up to 180 days in jail and not more than a $2,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that for each case, you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and that you waived those 2 rights?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give your plea?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily for both cases?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Your Honor, state offers 2 documents and offensive report to State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures, State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment, State's Exhibit 4. State also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's pleas of guilty.
No objection, Your Honor.
Without objections, so admitted. It will be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged from both cause numbers. Recommendations, are they identical in the state?
Yes, Judge, they're identical with one of them has restitution due.
Okay.
So,
CR 2212, 380D.
State recommends a $100 fine, court costs 108 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 108 days. And in CR 22,
108. Okay, 108 for 108, right?
yes, Judge.
108 for 108. All right. Court will waive the fine in court cause that'll be a time served. And the second one, yes, ma'am.
CR 22-123-81B, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 108 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 108 days with $53.97 restitution due and owing to Circle K.
53.97. Due and owing to who now?
Circle K.
Circle K.
Circle K. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, that's a little bit of a.
Do you have the store number?
You don't have a store number or an address?
I can get that, Judge.
Okay. Well, on this one, it'll be a due and owing of $53.97, but no fine, no court costs. 108 for 108 time served on this one. On both, actually, both of them time served. Which is that one?
It's got number 5.
Oh, yeah, number 7. Number 7. Okay. Then we have CR 2206 370D, Jesus Castillo Jr. This is the MTR, motion to revoke. This is a motion to revoke proceeding whereby the adult probation office and DA's office are both alleging that you violated your probation. You understand that, sir? You understand that?
Joe, you're.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. And you understand that if the court finds that you did violate your probation, that the court may sentence you to the full amount of punishment that was probated back then when you pled guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, has your attorney explained it to you what are the conditions of probation that you allegedly violated?
Yes, sir.
And you understand them all pretty well?
Yes, sir.
And what is your plea, sir? True or not true that you at least violated one of those conditions?
True, Your Honor.
And are you pleading true freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right. It'll be the finding of this court that Jesus Castillo Jr. did violate probation in CR 2206 370D. Recommendations? I'm sorry, state evidence?
The state offers waiver of rights, consent to stipulation of evidence, and plea of true to state's motion to revoke post-conviction community supervision as State Exhibit 1. State also requests defendant stipulate that he is the same defendant who was previously placed on probation.
So, no objection, Your Honor, so agrees.
All right. And once again, court finds defendant finds that defendant did violate probation as alleged by state. Recommendation, state?
Your Honor, in CR 2206 370D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 105 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 105 days.
Okay, because of the time in jail, it'll be no fine, no court cost, 105 or 105 time served again. All right, all cases time served. Thank you, sir. Your excuse. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Bravo also has number 9, Eduardo Quintanilla.
Number 9.
Number 9, number 12, and number 13.
9, 12,
And I believe they're all gonna be, please. I don't know.
Eduardo Quintanilla. Yes, sir, Mr. Bravo. All 3 of them. Is it going to be a plea in all of them?
Judge, the plea on the 2 assault cases, the third case will be dismissed. Additionally, Your Honor, this case was originally set for trial on January the 30th, but I was contacted by Mr. Quintanilla, and even though he does have a parole hold, he did want to resolve all these cases today.
Okay, so it'll be a plea on both assault cases. And
Correct.
then we have potential dismissal on the terroristic threat.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me see here. All right, you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You may put your hand down. Let me see here. We have 2 pleas and 1 dismissal here. CR 2209 859D. CR 22-109-50D. Both of them state of Texas versus Eduardo Quintanilla. Each case a class A misdemeanor. Each case carries a potential penalty of up to a year in jail and not more than a $4,000 fine upon conviction. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
you understand that you're entitled to a jury trial, you're entitled to an appeal, and did you waive those two rights?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that the court does not have to follow the recommendations after you give a plea?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And what is your plea, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And is that guilty on both cases, freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Your Honor, state offers plea documents and offense reports to State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 disclosures, State's Exhibit 3, and waiver of risk and needs assessment, State's Exhibit 4. State also requests that defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's plea of guilty.
No objection, Your Honor.
Without objection, so admitted. It'll be the judgment of the court. The defendant is guilty as charged on both cause numbers. First recommendation, CR 2209-859D.
The state recommends a $100 fine, court costs, 46 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 46 days, and for the defendant to have no harmful contact with Adrian Ramirez.
Harmful contact with Adrian Ramirez.
Adrian Ramirez. Okay. All right. Because of the time in jail, no fine and no court costs, 46 days for 46 days served. It'll be a time served with no harmful contact with Adrian Ramirez. All right. Then the next case, CR 22-109-50D. Yes, ma'am.
The state recommends a $100 fine, court costs 46 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 46 days, for the defendant to have no harmful contact with Mayra Zamora.
Mayra Zamora. Okay. Again, because of the time in jail, Mr. Bravo, no fine, no court costs. 46 or 46, that'll be a time served with no harmful contact with Mayra Zamora. Then there's a third case, state.
Honor, in CR 22-10-951D, pursuant to the defendant's plea of guilty in the prior cases, the state does move to dismiss this case.
Court will grant state's motion to dismiss in CR 22-109-51D, State versus Eduardo Quintanilla. This case is hereby dismissed. All right, that'll do it, sir. Two
Thank you,
time
sir.
serves and one dismissal. Thank you very much.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays. Mr. Brower, you have any more?
Judge, I believe that's all I have for today.
Well, I think you had them all already, so yeah, that's enough. We'll see you later, okay, sir?
I'll tell you, y'all be
Yeah,
safe.
okay, bye-bye.
Mr. Ted Lopez has number 2, Jose Luis Navarro,
Okay,
and he also has.
Jose Luis Navarro,
Second case is number 25.
number 2 and 25.
Yes. I believe they're gonna be pleased.
It's gonna be what?
Please.
And we have MTRs, an MTR and a plea, right, Mr. Lopez? You're muted, Mr. Lopez.
Oh, there we go. Good afternoon, Judge. The motion to revoke is signed for a plea, Judge. The new case, the 22 case, Judge, that will be dismissed. But I might be a little confused as far as the plea offer because the motion to revoke would be time served. The new case would be dismissed. I don't know if that's contingent upon this plea, Judge, of the time served offer.
Your Honor, I can clarify, Judge. In
Okay.
The motion to revoke, Judge, the recommendation of the state is a $100 fine, court costs 30 days, Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 20 days.
Okay,
I believe he has 20 days. I think it may be 22, 23.
okay,
And the dismissal is contingent upon the defendant pleading to those 30 days.
to the MTR for the 30 days?
Correct, Judge.
Okay, did you get that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. And what I wasn't sure about that, Judge. So I was going to plead to the court as far as the time he's done, which I have a total of 22, at least 22 days, Judge. If the state will not dismiss the failure to ID, then I'd have to then, I guess, ask for a PR bond at after that case is done, Judge.
Okay, so it is the state's motion, I'm sorry, recommendation 24-30 more or less. I mean, 30 for more or less 20. And but if it's not the 30, you say you won't dismiss the other case, right?
Correct, Judge. That was the offer.
All right. We're gonna appear on them thing.
Is he here? Does he have a hold?
Does he have an ice hold by any chance?
No, Your Honor, he's a U.S. citizen, and the bond that he has right now is $5,000 cash surety on the failure to ID
Okay.
charge.
Well, why don't you all settle it at 25 days, credit for 23?
I'd be good with that, Judge. It's up to the state, Your Honor. The jails are packed, trying to get this done.
Was that it?
Yeah.
That'll be fine, Judge, 25.
Okay, we can do 25, credit for 23. All right, not a problem. Let's do the plea first. Which one is it?
Number 25.
25, is that Jose Navarro, right? Jose Luis Navarro?
Sir.
No, but is this gonna be dismissed?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be a dismissal. I'm sorry. I'm the one that figured it out and I got confused. All right, it'll be an MTR only. Here we are. CR 2111 136D, Jose Luis Navarro. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. This is a revocation proceeding whereby the adult probation office and DA's office are both alleging that you violated your probation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent?
No, sir.
You understand that if the court does find that you did violate your probation, that the court may sentence you to the full amount of punishment that was probated back then when you pled guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. Has your attorney explained to you what are the conditions of probation that you allegedly violated?
Yes, sir.
And you understand them all pretty well?
Yes, sir, I do.
And what is your plea, sir? True or not true that you at least violated one of those conditions?
True.
And are you pleading true freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, state.
Your Honor, state offers waiver of rights, consent to stipulation of evidence, and plea of true to state's motion to revoke post-conviction community supervision as State's Exhibit 1. The state also requests defendant stipulate that he is the same defendant who was previously placed on probation.
No objection to the exhibits offered. We stipulate to bending jurisdiction. We also stipulate that he's the same individual that was placed on probation, Your Honor.
And without objection, so admitted. It'll be the finding of this court that Jose Luis Navarro did violate probation in CR 2111 136D. Recommendation, state.
Your Honor, in CR 2111 136D, the state recommends a $100 fine, court cost 25 days, Hidalgo County Jail credit for 23 days.
All right, court will, because of the time in jail, court will waive the fine and court costs. So it'll be 25 days in jail, credit for 23, no fine, no court costs. And in the other case, the state?
In CR 22-12390D, pursuant to the defendant's plea of guilty, the state will move to dismiss this case.
Court will hereby grant state's motion to dismiss in CR 22-12-390D, State versus Jose Luis Navarro. This case is hereby dismissed. All right, Mr. Navarro, you got about 2 more days to do, but the second case got dismissed, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Your excuse. Anything else, Mr. Lopez?
That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. We'll see you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
You too, bye.
Mr. McPherson has number 22, Sandra Jean, ready.
Number 20.
I don't know if she's ready for a plea or what's gonna happen.
Okay, that'll be Sandra Jean Reedy. Yes, sir, Mr. McPherson. Do we have a plea or what? You're muted.
Your Honor, this defendant has a felony that's pending. She does have a PR bond in this case, Judge, so it's the felony that's holding her in there, Judge.
Everything was skipped. I didn't hear anything. Yes, sir, Mr. McPherson.
She was just arrested on a new felony, and it looks like there may be a revo coming down the pipe.
Okay.
So we're not trying to work this out at this time.
Okay, so at this time we leave it alone, right?
Yes.
He already has a 5,000 pure bond with us. I think the hold is the felony or the
Correct.
new charge.
Yes. With us, she's got a PR bond, so it'll be the felony case.
This case, we can set it for February the 2nd.
Pre-trial, Mr. McPherson, February the 2nd at 2 p.m. February the 2nd, 23 at 2 p.m.
No,
Hey, I got it. Thank you very much.
If you work it earlier than that, please let the court know, okay, sir?
Yes, I will. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Your excuse. Thank you, sir. Okay, who want to get next?
Okay, Ms.
Thank you, Judge. That's all we have.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. What next?
Karina Selva, she has, her client has 5 cases and I believe it's an open plea.
Okay, we're
She has
one,
number-
2, 3, 4.
Number 10, number 11, 16, 17, 18, and 19.
All right, let me see here. 10, that'll be Jorge Renteria, right?
Yes, Judge, this
10,
this defendant
11.
was approved for SATS, Judge.
Six cases, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was the announcement?
This defendant was being screened, Judge. He had an ASI screening and he was recommended for the substance abuse treatment facility. I did notify Ms. Cerda. We spoke this morning and we are trying to staff with my supervisor to see if we can offer this defendant deferred adjudication rather than
Okay.
probation, Judge.
Okay, so there's no pleas for today.
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Renteria had had agreed to the plea offer that was offered by Ms. Sepulveda. However, I was going to plead to the court if, regardless of whether or not the state was in agreement, to plead to the court to see if we could get Mr. Renteria on deferred. Mr. Renteria is 19 years old. Prior to his first arrest of these charges, he's never been in trouble. The charges are mostly related to substance abuse. He is wanting to get help. He wants to turn his life around, and giving him deferred would allow him to go through the program, be on probation, and then have an opportunity to have a cleaner record than he would if he had 3 convictions.
Okay, so out of the 6 cases, you were thinking of doing a plea on 3 of them?
That's correct, Your Honor, and 3 would be dismissed.
Right, but you were seeking deferred probation, right?
Correct.
Okay, any priors on him? No?
No.
I didn't, okay, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 on deferred is what you're seeking, and the other
Correct.
3 were gonna get dismissed. But part of the probation on those 3 was that he seek help with any recommendations there? Outpatient?
Judge, it'll be the inpatient, which is the substance abuse treatment facility, which is a 6 months program here in Edinburgh.
Okay, is that correct, Ms. Ramirez?
Yes, Judge, he's been cleared. He does qualify for that
Okay,
program.
so that'll be that's for 6 months?
Yes,
Yes,
Judge.
Judge, and for him to comply with, so the state's recommendation is a $300 fine, court costs, 180 days, Hidalgo County Jail, probated over 18 months, a drug education course, the SATF program, and for the defendant to complete the aftercare program.
Okay, but
Why it's the 18 month
I guess you don't mind the 18 months, Ms. Cerda, as long as it's deferred probation, right?
That is correct, Your Honor, and he will comply with the other conditions of the court, the aftercare and all that. He's eager to turn his life around, and I want to give him the best opportunity to do that, after he completes these programs.
Okay, have you signed them up already, or you haven't done it yet?
I have not, Your Honor. I got the paperwork on Friday. I haven't had a chance. I spoke to Ms. Sepulveda about sending me the updated paperwork if the state was in agreement. But we didn't get a chance to staff it before today's hearing. So that's why I asked for an open plea.
Okay, well then, yeah, the court's inclined to do the deferred probation, but it'll be set for Thursday, 10 a.m. Thursday, 10 a.m.
So all the paperwork can be signed.
So that we can have all the paperwork ready. Okay?
Perfect, Honor. Thank you.
Thursday, 10 p.m. and that'll be on Jorge. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. That'll be on Jorge Renteria Jr., okay? All right, we'll see you Thursday. Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize
Yes.
for your car. I'm at the juvenile facility.
All right, your excuse. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
What do we have?
That is it on number 20, Mr. Juan Daniel Mendoza. And number 21, if you can just instruct our bailiff to reappoint somebody else. This attorney we've already reset it twice and they don't show up.
Okay, that'll be on Juan Daniel Mendoza.
Sir.
That's the last one?
Yes.
Juan Daniel Mendoza. We have CR 2212 113D, CR 2212 114D. Both of them, Juan Daniel Mendoza. All right, bailiff, are you there, bailiff? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, Judge, go ahead.
I understand we're gonna appoint somebody else. We're gonna appoint somebody else in this case.
Yes. Okay, Judge.
And we're gonna reset it for Thursday, 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Mendoza, nothing today. We'll see you Thursday, 10 a.m. Okay, sir? Thank you. Thank you, Joe.